Alright guys, what's up? We're back with another video. Trailer's starting to get full. I want to show you guys what I've been doing, what I picked up again today, a little bit more stuff. Guys, we'll go through some things. I want to show you this air conditioner we're going to be doing. A wise man once told me, once you know how to make money and work hard, you'll never be poor. Well, this is how I make my money. Alright guys, so we went to one of the guys that does, he's a local guy. He does some car parts and, he fixes cars and stuff. So this is some of the stuff he had. He had a couple more brake rotors, a couple calipers, old fuel tank, bicycle, this little push bar. But I went out this morning and picked up this refrigerator. It was a front load washing machine, a regular washing machine, this car hood, this big Gen Air barbecue grill. Thing's heavy as hell. And no, it's not magnetic stainless. So we've pretty much filled the trailer up. I mean, I'm going to fill this last little bit in with the stuff I have here. And then, we also picked up, got a starter, an alternator, a couple pieces of copper, some brass, a brass chandelier. But this is that furnace we're going to be taking apart, guys. This is what I wanted to show you with the big giant A coil in it. And we got a big electric motor, some copper. So I'm going to take this stuff out, clean it up, and then I'm going to weigh it and show you guys what this is going to pay. You see, it's just it's an old one. He said it's from the mid 80s. And then that's the indoor unit. And then this is the outdoor unit. Sorry, I don't have the lights on. But yeah, guys, this was all the stuff we picked up the other day in the video after doing all the copper. Jeez. But it's a carrier unit. So this and that piece were from one house. So that's the furnace indoor unit. This is the outdoor unit. So this carrier unit's got a little bit of copper, and then this was the copper lines from the outdoor unit to the other. As you see, size of my thumb, 1 inch thick copper. So we're going to weigh that up, and this air conditioner, and we're going to get a total on how much money I make on that. That was the new guy I picked up for the other day, but it'll be pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to weigh the tin. It's just going to go on that trailer for the next load, guys. But yeah, I dumped all the brass into the can. That can is over 200 pounds. And I got more I got to go through, guys. But yeah, so the video is going to be me ripping them apart and showing you guys how much you can make off one of those outdoor units. How much copper comes out of them. So, and the fins, the sealed unit, I'm going to weigh everything up, the electric motor. And we're going to weigh it up and see how much money you can make off one of those outdoor units. So stick with the video, guys. We're going to be doing these videos for a little bit. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I wanted to get to 3,800 subscribers by the end of the year. I got one more day, and I need like 6 more subscribers. Freaking out. But all right, guys, we're going to start breaking this stuff down. All right, guys, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that was easy getting out. That was a massive pain in the butt. Here's all the copper that's on it. This is a very thick A coil. It's about 4 inches wide, and it's probably about I'd say about a foot, probably 10 inches from here to here. And then it's probably 3.5 feet long. Probably almost 3 feet long. And there's 2 coils, so that should be a decent amount. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to separate the copper, put it in this bucket here. And then a lady called me from pickup tomorrow. Hold on. All right, guys, so I managed to get that first A coil ripped apart. This was the electric motor. Actually, it looks like it's a newer motor. Kind of a shame it's going in the turd bin. And then here's are the coils. And this is the copper. Now you guys can see it now. I got it on the light. Those are the elbows I cut off. One or two might have flew behind. And then this was a little bit of copper that was on for that valve. So the bucket weighs 2 pounds. We're going to weigh this up. All right, guys, so I got everything broke down. We'll do the copper first. You guys can see the copper. So the bucket is 2 pounds. There's, hold on. I keep forgetting to turn the scale on, guys. I'm a noob. So it's a little over 5.5 pounds. So with the bucket, 2 pounds, there's 3.5 pounds. At $3.05 a pound for number 1, or number 2, I'm sorry, there is $10.67 in the bucket. So the electric motor is 16.5 pounds. So at 40 cents a pound, that's $6.40 in that. Now, mind you, this is what just came out of the furnace part of it. And then we have the copper and aluminum fins, ACRs, 18 pounds for that one. And that one doesn't want to sit good. It's good, it's not touching anything. Just under 36 pounds, I'm going to say 36. So at 36, at $1.65 a pound clean, we cut the ends off, guys. And there's $59.40. So just in that was $76.50. So there's $76.50 we took out of that, guys. Not a bad deal. That was only just this stuff, guys. Now I gotta get this copper off the floor, so I gotta do that, and then I'm gonna rip apart the big air conditioner. Guys, all the long links of copper that came from that air conditioning unit. This was the number 2. I want to show you guys. Look how thick some of that stuff is. It's like 3 times thicker than a normal 3/4 inch piece of copper. It is thick. It's almost as thick as a lawnmower blade. Look how thick that is. It's probably almost the 1/8 inch thick. And this was all the number 1. Look at that stuff. So we're going to weigh it up, guys. All right, guys. You know the drill. Bucket's 2 pounds. So, number 2, we have 12 pounds. So let's say 12.5 pounds or 12.2 pounds. Let's call it 10 pounds of number 1. So 10 pounds of number 1. So we know that this is $3.50 a pound. So this is $3.50 in this bucket. So we can chuck this. Big can. We know this bucket is 2 pounds also. And this is our number 1. So let's just say it's going to be like, let's just say 19 pounds. So in this bucket is, actually, you know what? Yeah, when I move it, we're going to call this 20 pounds just for easy math. So in this bucket is $63 in that bucket, guys. $63. Isn't that crazy? All right, now we're going to work on this boy. We're going to work taking this apart. And put your guesses in on how much you think that's going to be. The coil, you got the electric motor, you got some copper on it, and then whatever copper tubing in it, and the sealed unit, guys. That's what we're going to rip apart next. I wanted to show you guys in this video exactly how much you can expect to get from one of these household units. That other A-coil was bigger than normal, but that's an older one. But that's a good score, you know. So we're going to add everything up at the end too. So we'll see what we get. Guys, I got that air conditioner broke down. Came apart pretty easy. That sealed unit's heavy, boy. But I want to tell you guys, I want you to look at my ugly face when I say this. Guys, I was just looking at some of the comments I've been getting on my videos. My last video is doing really good, so that's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it. It'll be, you can go to my page and it'll be on the feed. But, ew, something crawling on me. What the hell is that? A spider? Ugh, what the fuck? But anyway, guys, I'm at 3,799 subscribers. So if you're watching this video, you might be the 3,800 subscriber. I got one day to the end of the year. I want to get 3,800 subscribers. That was the goal I set for a long time. And you might be that person. So let's weigh this air conditioner up, guys. Alrighty. So let's turn the scale on today. Let's not be a dumbass. Make sure that you can see what I'm doing and not mostly my arm. All right, scaled out, electric motor. Now mind you, this is from that outdoor unit. So we got, let's just call it 10 pounds. We'll call it 10 pounds. So that electric motor, 10 pounds. At 40 cents a pound on these guys. So, no, I do not rip them apart. Let's do this seal joint. Let's get this bad boy out the way. Any guesses? I say it's about 85 pounds. Jeez, the whole freaking shed shook. 88 pounds. So 88 pounds, and it's 25 cents a pound for these guys. This is my price, obviously. Some yards are a little bit more, some are a little less, guys. Obviously, you know, what you make will vary. All right. And don't forget the little bit of brass that came off. A little bit of brass. £1.50. I mean, £1.50 of brass, I mean, it's $3. It's in a bucket. So a couple bucks there, $3. Now the copper, with the elbows and the stuff. I know you can't see it, but you know the drill. Bucket's 2 pounds. So we got 4 pounds of copper that came off that. Not a lot of copper in those big units. You think there'd be more. And there were some extra pieces on the bottom. If you had seen, like where the shutoff valves were, there was another couple pieces of copper. Not a lot of copper in these big units. Well, into the big pan we go. Now I want to do this coil. It feels pretty heavy, but I want to see what it weighs. This is where your money's going to come from for doing those air conditioners. Look at that. Like a giant sphere. Not a sphere. Like a giant, not a sphere. Why would I say a sphere? That was fucking dumb. I don't know. It looks like a pie wedge or something. So that's 36 pounds. Now, the A coil weighed 36 pounds. So it's a little over 36 pounds, which I think that's funny. The A coil, if you remember, weighed 36 pounds. And this weighs 36 pounds. So there's another $60 here. Throw this off to the side so I can deal with it later. And we cleaned all the copper off of that. So yeah, let's get some totals and we'll end the video. Alright guys, as you see, the number one bucket is pretty full. I'm going to have to start a new one. And we're working on this 96-gallon toter. We're almost about here. We're about halfway full. Maybe a little more than halfway full. And that's getting heavy. That's what's left of all the tin. Now, you have some tin content too, so the numbers I'm going to give you guys is not going to include that. But this will give you a general breakdown of how much you'll get for those A coils, the air conditioner. And remember, there was a bunch of other copper too, which made it good because there was a lot of copper line. But let's finish this video out. All right, guys. So I want to end this video and tell you guys what you can get if you break down those air conditioners. Now, I showed you the little ones in the previous video. I'll put a link right now or a little card above for that. Now, you guys, if you're going to buy these big air conditioners, now this one, the copper fin was pretty thin in it. I've seen them a little heavier, around 50 pounds. But, you know, you have also the tin content, which I didn't add, and a little bit of wire and stuff. So take that with a grain of salt. But, you know, you're going to be at about $100 for one of those air conditioning units. So about $100 for one of them, not with the A coil, just the condenser itself, the outside condenser. It was $100.36 with the sealed unit, the electric motor, a little bit of brass. And then the copper tubing that I had, which was an extra bonus on my part. Usually you're not going to get that stuff, if anything. A lot of times the guys will keep that. Or for some reason this one had like a really long and that thick old crap. There was $93.50 in that extra copper. The number one that I had, and there was a little bit of number two in the bucket. And then that A coil, which is a little bit bigger than usual. A lot of the fins were a little bit heavier than some of the newer ones, but that was 36 pounds of ACR. The electric motor was 16 pounds, and there was 3.5 pounds of just miscellaneous copper ends and stuff I cut off. So for a grand total on that stuff that came out of that load in the back of my truck, now if you guys are watching my videos, you'll see the progression of each video. It was $270.33, guys. Not including the tin content. There was probably an extra, I would say there's easily another extra, 30, 40 bucks in tin content. Because that other piece with the blower is pretty heavy. So yeah, guys, I mean, and the stuff I have to, in the garbage can, I have to go through. But yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me. Like I said, you might be the 3,800 subscriber if you watch this video tonight. I posted, when I filmed the video, so this video was filmed today, right now. You guys are going to see it in about an hour to 2 hours. That means I did all this work and I uploaded this video. It's a lot of work, and I don't know of anybody out here on YouTube that's really doing that. I take this serious, guys. I want to give you an information, and it's not to brag or boast or anything. I want to give you guys the information that you guys need, and you guys are watching the breakdown videos. Once the scrapyard opens, I might just send all this stuff. I got to get rid of the trailer's loaded with tin. I got to get rid of that. I got more things going. I got stuff to pick up on Sunday. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate it. I got a whole other garbage can, a bucket here of brass, like that brass chandelier and everything I showed you guys. I still have that, and I got a whole other bucket of dirty brass I still have to go through. There's another bucket of dirty brass. I want to fill that garbage can with brass. But, so the question I have for you guys before I leave is, should I hold it and maybe prices will go higher? Or should I just say YOLO and just bank the money and start the year off strong? People are telling me to hold. I mean, that right there, there's probably close to 300 pounds in this. I know that's over 250 pounds before I put that number 1 in there, guys. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your support. I'm going to talk to the guy this week about getting the merch. Eat, Sleep, Scrap shirt. And make scrapping great again. I think, what color should I do? I was thinking about yellow. Yellow? You guys like wearing yellow? Let me know what colors you guys want. I think I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 different colors. And I don't want to do black because, we don't want to sweat all the time. And some of you guys are down south. But all right, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for everything you've done for me.